I'm pretty excited today. We just got the, big slap, the best in-home Dogecoin miner in the world right now. You can plug this thing in to probably any outlet. It's very profitable. It earns much more than it burns. This is the Elphapex DG Home 1. Just to spell it out, this thing has best in-class efficiency from a small-scale miner. If you get a full-scale miner for Dogecoin mining, right, and that means you're mining the script mining algorithm, which is quite literally the most profitable passive income in the world right now, since Doge is pumping, Litecoin's pumping, the other coins that are merge mined here are also pumping. Point is, this is a big opportunity. Easy button for unboxing miners is just to flip them over like this. Any age, any strength, any whatever, and you can do this. Weird wrapping on this. We've got like hard foam, not the normal soft foam that you see with miners typically. And then it's like almost like shrink wrap. It's plastic. All right. Bam! Oh, shit! Well, hope this thing's covered under warranty. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's probably why we should use an anti-static bag. All right, it's got little feet over here on one side. Remember, always keep your miner boxes. You don't know, and you may want to sell this. You may move. You may want to send it to a hosting facility and they run it for you. That's not really all that applicable for a device like this. Looks like they went with the dark theme. We got a big QC pass on top. DG Home 1, 2.1 gigahash a second ratings here. We see a serial number. And this is where this thing really stands out. 100 to 240 voltage, right? And that means you can plug it in on single phase, 3-phase, any outlet in your house. You can run it in your mining farm if you want to do so. Branding is so seldomly done in the mining game, and it's nothing short of just a tragedy. Okay, so a black box and teal logo. If you don't follow the mining game closely, you may not understand how fucking cool this looks.
XAI is a play-to-earn crypto gaming coin, and they have their own XAI nodes. With their cryptocurrency ecosystem, they've already paid out over $300 million reportedly. That's a wild amount. That is over $250 million. Learn more about XAI and everything they've got going on and how you can get in the game. I just made that up, by the way. With them, with the link out in the video description below. Thanks to them for sponsoring today's video.
We see a big cable running here through the top. Also some sort of supportive fan. Woo, don't need you tipping over, settle down. Got a C13 connection, integrated power supply, right? So all we need is a power cable. That means that, especially with how common that power cable is, you could take the power cable out of many devices that you probably have in your house, like a gaming console, as well as a gaming PC, and even potentially something else. Let's talk some quick numbers. This thing comes in at a couple grand. It is expensive, but it's very profitable. And we'll review the real world mining profitability later in this video. The next best comparison miner for this is the Gold Shell Mini Doge 3 Plus, which also has an integrated power supply. Also has Wi-Fi capabilities, we see an antenna connection, and we'll dig into the Wi-Fi capabilities, or lack thereof, of this device. The big difference though is that you can get that gold shell miner for about $1,000, but this DG Home 1 is like 2.5 times as fast. In sports we used to say speed kills, but when it comes to mining, speed's profitable. More speed is more hash power, which literally translates to more mining profitability. I just double checked, I don't see any antenna in there. I just got this in, so I'm pretty excited. And hey, I'm Vosk. You're out here on the VoskCoin mining farm, watching the VoskCoin YouTube channel. I work every day with my incredible team to build out a mining farm alongside what I hope to be the best crypto content creator in the world, especially one that focuses on learning more to earn more, which we largely do with mining. Did you know that Dogecoin is the second most profitable coin to mine by literally millions of dollars? Second only to Bitcoin. The next closest, most profitable coin to mine that has substantial market cap is Caspa. And that's only putting out about $1 million of mined coins per day. Over the next year, I think that we are likely to see the just further legitimization and, in a way, industrialization of Dogecoins and the other coins that are merge mined with Dogecoin, like Litecoin. But there's also many other coins that you may have never heard of, like VoskCoin and Pepe Network and Lucky Coin and Junk Coin. And sure, they may sound ridiculous, but welcome to cryptocurrency in 2025, where meme coins top the charts and accrue billion-dollar market caps. Doesn't matter if you like the technicals. Sorry, technicals. But seriously, the point being is that there's millions and millions of dollars to be mined per day in this script Dogecoin mining ecosystem. And even the coins other than Doge that this Elphapex DG Home 1, among the other Doge miners mine, outperform, as far as the amount of coins put out per day, almost every other cryptocurrency. So the other thing I've been getting at is that we are going to see publicly traded Dogecoin mining farms pop up, Doge mining. And then you have the Department of Government Efficiency, also known as Doge, spearheaded by Elon Musk, who's basically a Doge fanatic. The future looks not only very bright, but I'm serious when I say this, very stable for Dogecoin, Litecoin, the other coins I've mentioned. The downside is everyone's going to be looking to make as many Doge miners as fast as they can, and the best ones that they possibly can, because there's literally well over $5 million per day to be had. That's a lot. So obviously I'm into this. I like this. I believe in it. So let's set it up. Also, sorry, mine is a little crazy right now, so there's a lot of noise. Earning passive income mining is so easy. All you have to do is plug in power and Ethernet. I'm pretty strapped for power right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna plug this in on 240 voltage right now, which, I'm just using the L630R, like an L630 receptacle, and then I get these Altair mining PDUs to plug in, and they give me plenty of outlets to run on a 30 amp circuit. This uses something like 600 watts, right? And so you take about 3,000-ish watts, that's about 12 amps. I could run like 10 of these on one of these Altair mining PDUs. I would need to set it up so that I actually had enough outlets to do that. This configuration isn't where you would normally use this. I also grabbed a typical power cable. All right, I'm back with a proper cable. You can see on this mining PDU, I'm using both of the C20 connections down here. So I actually have this weird power cable that was for a low power situation, which is actually perfect for basically what we're doing here. But it's got two C13s, right? And then one C14. So just plug that in. I'll plug this in. Instantly fired up. Got an Ethernet cable stashed right here. Plug that in. This thing really comes off just like a computer case. I mean, it looks like a little computer tower. And that's cool. What I like is that this would never stand out in your room or your house or anything like in a bad way. It'd be like, oh, look at that gaming PC, or what's that? Can your Elphapex run Fortnite? Those are the kind of questions that you're gonna get. So we plugged in power, plugged in Ethernet. We saw it kick on. It had this default normal green LED. We can see that that is glowing, and then the Ethernet connection is solid green, blinking amber. That's cool. That's what we want to see. Best car in history, all time ever. 2003 Ford Cobra, factory supercharged. Absolutely legend. It's not a Ford Mustang Cobra, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a Ford Mustang Cobra. This is the Terminator. Sonic Blue's best color. I'm using Eero for a mesh network out here. So it popped up, pretty obvious, DG Home 1. So I'm gonna come in here and rename it, how I like to name it for one-off miners like this. And speaking of Elphapex, huge shout out to them for making today's video possible. I appreciate the opportunity to purchase this. You can of course reach out to them to order, and then I'll also have other options for buying miners down in the video description below, like our quarterly sponsor of ASIC Marketplace. We get the best coupon code in the game with them. It's code VoskCoin to save some coin. If you like our daily content, which to be honest is a huge endeavor and grind to create, please consider supporting the channel by simply ordering products through our links. I'm not trying to be one of those crappy affiliate guys and pushing a bunch of stuff on you. Only buy it if you want it, right? But if you are gonna buy, please use our links, or like if you order directly through Elphapex, please let them know that you saw this product and learned about it on the VoskCoin YouTube channel, so that we can continue to receive support to keep funding this crazy endeavor. All right, so I copied the IP address. So let's try what I try for every miner login. Root. Hey, we're in. Very cool. So this is mobile, right? Everything looks better on a laptop, desktop configuration, but I'm out here. My laptop's in the other building. So I'm gonna try to show you how to set this up here, just right off your phone real quick. So I clicked over to miner, and now we've got our pool setting, mining address, username, user password, right? So for password, we can just do 123, username. It's gonna be VoskCoin.DG Home. And then in this scenario, I'm gonna click over to my F2 pool app, and I'm gonna make sure that I'm on LTC, which is Litecoin, Dogecoin merge mining here. And I'm gonna go North America and grab this top stratum. And I'm gonna come back here and punch this in. Another great option for merge mining is using like Mining Dutch. Don't think of some F2 pool sellout. They don't pay my bills. We don't work with them. They sponsored like a video like 4 years ago or something. So I clicked save, clicked on dashboard, and clicked on miner. I came back here. I can see my information is here. Ideally, you should be putting in multiple mining pools that are different, so you have fallback strategies. You have backup mining pools. That's the point. That's the purpose there. So now it looks like it's rebooting. And for good measure, I just refreshed it. Scrolling down, it says the fans are normal now, the temp's normal, it's not hashing quite yet. It hasn't populated our mining pool information. It does recognize that there are 4 hash ports inside this machine. 0 is also one of them, so we have 0, 1, 2, 3, which is 4 hash ports. While we wait for that to boot up, let me just give you my initial thoughts and impressions for what it's worth. Nice, simple, sleek, effective package. I love the versatility of an integrated power supply that can plug into any outlet, right? You got a mining farm, you throw it up there if you want. Oh, you don't have that, you live in an apartment, well, this can plug in anywhere. It's got very good efficiency. It's only outclassed by the Antminer L9 right now. So this is something that should be profitable for many years to come. This is a device that should last a while. This is a device that has a small footprint. It's not going to completely jack your electricity bill. At my electricity rate of 8 cents per kilowatt hour, this will cost me $1.20 a day to operate, right? So if you got like 12 cents per kilowatt hour, that would be 50% more. So you'd be paying 50% more electricity, which would be $1.80 of electricity cost per day. The projected mining earnings and the mining calculators are struggling to be accurate. It's more profitable than they're all saying it is because of all the merge mining that's taking place. That's not integrated to all of these calculators. It's a very difficult thing to do. And it hasn't really been interesting or useful, and a feature that's been built out historically because those coins have just been essentially non-existent from a market cap standpoint. So this is projected to earn $5 a day. With the additional merge mining, I estimate that this will be mining $6, $7, $8 a day. Also, I think Dogecoin has a lot of room to run. Dog's just taking a nap right now. I think that this is something that's going to be making $10 or more in daily mining profitability over the next year. To put into a coin perspective, this is something that should be mining around 15 Doge a day. Let's say Doge goes to $1. Well, then we would have been mining $15 a day. In retrospect, I will mine and hodl these coins until I think the market is peaking, or my goal is to sell within 25% of the top. I don't think we're within 25% of the top, so I haven't sold a coin. I'm in it to win it.
The real-world mining performance of the Elphapex DG Home 1 is good. It's performing about 5% better than it's advertised to do, and that's measured at the pool with the 24-hour hash rate, coming in at 2.09 gigahash a second, or nearly 2,100 megahash a second. There's always variance here, but the bottom line is we are at what we are supposed to be or above in the hash rate performance, and that means that our mining profitability should meet the expectations. How much does this thing earn with the current market between mining Litecoin that's merge mined with Dogecoin at the same time, among other cryptocurrencies, but just focusing on those big two? It's about $5 a day. And the vast majority of that is made up of actual Doge. Merge mining the other cryptocurrencies like Bells, Lucky, Junk, Pepe Network, all of those add additional mining profitability on top of this, but those things are all over the place. Let's just focus on those key coins that can be traded nearly anywhere, at least for the purpose of this video. At my electricity rate, this device costs me about $1 a day to run, which means that I'm spending about 20% of my mining profitability on running this machine, putting approximately $4 a day or more into my pocket. This thing looks cool, it's performing well, and the biggest thing that stands out to me is the simple fact that this can be plugged in anywhere. You don't need a dedicated 240 voltage outlet or big amperage outlet to utilize this machine. This is a miner that can absolutely further decentralize Dogecoin mining. I've been mining with this miner for over 2 weeks now, and it's been perfect. If you're interested in a more long-term update on this device, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because there will be one.
And I assure you, in the mining game, I'm all in. I am all in. So let's bring it back to the device here. Normal. We see the hash rate kicking up. 4,000 mega hash seems high, and these things aren't always, super accurate. Maybe I missed the screen right there. Average hash rate 2,900. We see the correct mining pool information. Maybe this only utilizes one board, one chip, because we're only seeing 120 chips on actually number 3, which is a bit odd. And then we see fan 1, 2, 3, 1080 on them, and pump at 1560. That average hash rate is a little more on par for what we're supposed to be getting here. This again is data that takes time to populate, so I don't get too hung up on that in the dashboard. Also, where you really want to monitor your miner's performance is going to be your mining pool, right? So let's say I'm in here and I've got an L7 that's supposed to do 8,800 megahash a second, or 8.8 gigahash a second, right? Because megahash to gigahash is just like divided by 1,000. So my 24-hour hash rate is 8.93 gigahash a second. That is fantastic. I'm performing better than I am supposed to. So I love to see that. I also want to make sure this pops up and hits the pool. It has. My DG Home 1 is right here. It's already hit the mining pool. That's fantastic. Your mining pool is absolutely critical, because what it says you're doing here on the mining pool is what you actually get paid off of. So just kind of understand, be aware of that. I need this to be averaging a 24-hour hash rate of 2.1 gigahash a second, right? Which is 2,100 megahash a second. Absolutely, minimum every day. I would love for it to outperform that. I would love to see 2.2 gigahash a second or more. Being above is great. Being under that is not so great. Some miner manufacturers inflate their numbers. Some do the exact opposite. And it's pretty obvious how you feel on both sides of that spectrum. So that's all I got on Vosk and the VoskCoin YouTube channel. I would just like to thank you all for tuning in and making this crazy dream of building the farm, building the channel, reality for me. Everyone who supports what we do out here means everything. I'll continue to basically be an open source mining channel. Shared my immersion mining shed designs, my air-cooled mining shed designs, all the information and reviews on the immersion systems that we run, all kinds of different things, trying different PDUs for mining, different power configurations, what's worked well, what has not worked well. You look over there, I got some more PDUs on the test bay, which I'm very excited about, from a subscriber, BitDog, incredible dude. Met him, traded some gear with him, and I'm going to be deploying these. They're actually fog hashing PDUs, but the company that makes these and fog hashes just white labels it. It's called Orient, and it's going to allow me to really clean up some mining areas and run a lot of condensed power in miners. DCX also makes their own PDUs, but I've been waiting for weeks on a response from them about the availability and the pricing for these. That PDU actually came with my DCX 8 miner immersion unit, but I ended up using all these Altair mining PDUs instead because I already had these 30 amp circuits wired. So it was just the right decision. I had all that gear instead of buying new wire and running that. But these big PDUs that have all these outlets on them are very sweet. There's even more on the DCX one, which opens up all kinds of opportunities. But hey, I'm thankful. I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to crushing it this year, and I hope you are as well. If you're like-minded, subscribe. If you're not, see you later. 10 seconds of tails on every video. Of course, I didn't forget. Woochoo. Don't hit my car.